don't buy location to Hao Lian, we buy the right project to make money. Agree? And not always central location will make more money. If you realize Singapore, who makes the most money? OCR. OCR always makes the most money. In this business, some developer will set profit for you. Some developer will not. You know, some developer, every time during launch day, every few hours, they will up price, they will try to go for their maximum profit. I want to reassure you, this is the project that developer have a heart for the buyers. Alta has got 1 bedroom at 1.38 million. I ask you, today you enter my 2 bedroom, also in Clementi, also in District 5 at 1.29 million. How much can you potentially lose? Okay, anyway, I'll just cut this really short. I think this is an amazing development by amazing developers. I just want to cover these 11 reasons why all of you here should consider Faber Residence as your next move. Okay, reason number 1, this is the first launch in Faber Enclave in the past 12 years, guys. Okay, in the past 12 years. Okay, for those who are not familiar, right, in terms of Clementi, these are the recent 3 projects that has done extremely well, like your Park Clementis, right, like your Clairvon and also Alta, which is still selling. They have done extremely well when developer launched. Somehow or rather, how many of you realize that developments or even public housing in Clementi always do very well, always break record in this very lucky location called Clementi. And if you look at this landed enclave called Faber Walk, the last project is actually this project called Waterfront at Faber, which is 12 years ago. Then 29 years ago, there's this very good development, okay, called Faber Crest. So this is, in the last 12 years, the project that is being launched. Okay, so we have to zoom into Faber Walk, into these 2 projects, and identify, do they really make money or not? Okay, Waterfront at Faber and also Faber Crest. And you realize one project actually did extremely well in Faber Walk. Which project is that? Is it the newer one? Okay, that is Waterfront at Faber, 12 years old. You got 210 units, okay, by this world-class land developer. Any of you heard of world-class land before? Okay, 1, okay, then low rise. Faber Crest, 29 years ago, 360 units, 2 to 4 bedroom by CDL. Anybody heard of CDL before? Wow, more hands, okay? Also low rise. But you realize Faber Crest, despite being older development, actually made 36% profit in the last 5 years. If you look at these 2 developments, the newer project didn't make more money, right? Anybody know why? Because when you want to buy any investment property, it's always about the attributes, about the characteristic of this development, whether can buy or cannot buy. Right? So we sum up 2 reasons. Number 1, okay, for your investment knowledge as well, guys, don't buy the loft unit, guys. Don't buy any project that is the loft unit. This is the problem of world-class land building, Waterfront at Faber. Okay, it may look nice at the beginning when you move in, but when you want to enter the resale market, sell it to the resale buyer, nobody wants to buy this extra space. Okay, whereas Faber Crest came out with a very good, functional, typical unit. Typical unit is good, right? Typical good, functional layout. Reason number 2, you want to buy something from a well-known developer, not a lesser-known developer. CDL, very reputable, right? Okay, so you buy from good developers like GuocoLand. So why buy Faber Residence? Because in the same estate, now we are offering you this brand new, timeless, proven layout, which later I'm going to show you by GuocoLand, a reputable developer. Okay, this is about Faber Walk. Second reason, you got to understand, this is walking distance to up and coming Jurong Town Hall MRT, which is JE6. For those who are familiar with this location, you realize that, okay, to begin with, this location don't have MRT station. But after this line come in, we are walking distance. We are 8 minutes walk to Jurong Town Hall. If you look at my top left-hand corner, that is an overhead MRT station that is coming up. About 8 minutes walk. How come I know? Because I walk already. Right? So I encourage you to drive to Faber Walk, park your car at the landed, walk there yourself. Anyway, developer is also providing free shuttle bus just in case you don't want to go Jurong Town Hall, you want to go Clementi MRT station. This is also provided for you. Within 100 meters, you have got all these bus services that brings you to the eastern bound and western bound of Singapore, right? To all these locations shown on the screen, to the eastern bound and also the western bound. So there's many bus services within 100 meters from our side gate. Reason number 3 is about great connectivity. You realize that we are flanked by AYE and also PIE, right? Because not everybody takes MRT. I believe many of you also drive here, right? So how you connect to expressway is also very important. Okay, reason number 4, expensive site area of almost 300,000 square feet. How many of you know how big is 300,000 square feet? Okay, or 277K to be specific. It's about 4 football field, guys. Can you imagine you go to a stadium, the running track, that one is a football field, you times 4 times, which looks something like that. Why is it important to buy into a big area? So that you got more landscape, more facilities, right? So you will be reassured that this developer actually provide you good facilities. Okay, reason number 5. Today in Singapore, a lot of people not only want to have a roof over their head, they want to buy into quality of life, they want to buy into an enclave that is low density. True? Okay, it's not always about making money. 399 units is very comfortable. You look at the view here, the breathtaking view. This is where nature meets modern comfort. Okay, this is what a lot of buying behavior we realize people are looking into low density area. Okay, reason number 6. This is right beside the second CBD, which is the future transformation area. Many of you, probably through the YouTube or through other consumer seminar, people have been talking about Jurong Lake District, right? So why are we emphasizing so much? Because we have been talking about this transformation that has taken place for the past 10-20 years, and it is still ongoing. Today, you compare to 20 years ago, if you go to the western part of Singapore, it looks completely different. And we are talking about the second biggest, okay, CBD area after the downtown core, which government focus on transforming. Where are we also transforming? Of course, we have got a smaller like Tampines Regional Center, we have got Woodlands as well. But Jurong Lake, take note, is right beside us. It is the second biggest after downtown core. This is how it looks like. I also attached my Faber Residence logo. You realize that is actually beside Jurong Lake District. That is very important. Okay, what does Jurong Lake District do to your Faber Residence is that it gives you the highest rental possible. Okay, we must agree that through real estate, a lot of people become wealthy, become rich because they invest. Because landlord makes money in their sleep. You look at the rental, they actually achieve the highest median rental in OCR. On top of that, the highest average rental in OCR, okay, when compared to District 5. So District 5 actually outperform OCR, okay, in terms of rental. So this is something, because not everybody buy for own stay. For those who are buying for investment, you will have to rent it out upon TOP. So I think this is extremely important to know. And if you look carefully, if you can see my screen, 2-bedroom can fetch about $4,336 for 2-bedroom. If I scroll up a little bit, 3-bedroom about $6,500 for 3-bedroom. That's your returns, okay, in terms of rental if you invest into District 5. Okay, next reason number 7. I believe this is not the first time we are talking about developer GuocoLand. For those who have been following them, we just done one project, Springleaf. Okay, also did extremely well because of the developer. These are some of the projects that they have done. Some of the notable projects that GuocoLand does is actually Goodwood, Leiden, Mayor Mansion, Martin Modern, so on and so forth, right? So they are very reputable. You can see on your right hand side, these are some of the developments that they have done. And this project, okay, back 2 months ago, we did a 92% sell out, okay, because of this developer, just merely 2 months ago, called Springleaf Residence. Okay, reason number 8, very quickly, full private enclave. How many projects in Singapore today can claim that they are full private enclave, right? So in this location, Faber Walk, you can only see condominiums. If not, you see good landed properties, big landed properties, okay? Because even today you go to Keppel, also got HDB already. So I think scarcity is also always important when you invest into real estate. So full private enclave is something that people look out for. How many of you wants to upgrade into landed property one? Come, can I have a show of hand? Right? So this is also to tell you that your potential buyers in the future are people coming from this Faber Walk enclave. If you look at some articles by Stack Homes, you realize that they have been featuring, okay, quantum starting from 6.5 million in this location right beside Faber Residence. This is some of the houses, how they look like. And to be specific, the quantum is not low. It starts from, I just checked recently, there's only 3 listings, starting from 6.88 million to as high as 22 million. Right? So you are reassured that the more affluent, the wealthier people are staying in the same location. How many of you heard of this thing? You are the average of the 5 people you mix with. At least you buy Faber Residence, you are the average of the 5 private property owner that you mix with, okay, in this location. Right? So you realize they are made out of a lot of semi-Ds and also bungalow in this location. Very wealthy people. Okay, next. Number 9, $1 million HDB upgraders. Okay, look at some of these articles, whether is it 99.co, whether is it Mothership, Dollar and Cents, so on and so forth. You realize that they commented, it is not so shocking here that prices in Clementi actually reached such high level, nearly 900,000 in gain. Can anybody tell me, when your HDB dwellers, okay, public housing make 900,000 naturally, if they pocketed this amount of money, what will they buy next? Will they buy back HDB, or will they buy a new private development from you? Right? So I think the choices for Clementi HDB upgraders is very clear. So to zoom into it, you realize in the last 3 months from July, August, September, this year, there is like 10, 9 and 8 transactions respectively that is above $1 million. That's good news when you invest into Faber. Why? Because all these people are constantly surrounding you. Every month you got 10 people coming into the market wanting to buy a resale from you when it TOP. On top of that, I break them down into 1 million, 1.1, 1.2, so on and so forth. You realize that the number of transactions total when you add up is like 132 HDB transactions, more than $1 million. I think that is good news to Clementi private owners. Okay, on top of Faber, I think every project is also will benefit from these HDB upgraders. Okay, long story short, growing pool of $1 million HDB is a good news to you. Strong price support, because if you can have your surrounding HDB upgraders breaking $1 million, you will realize that whatever you buy just slightly above $1 million, it will not go down further, because HDB forms the benchmark, the cushion. Natural demand for HDB upgrader, like I said just now, today's HDB millionaire will be your tomorrow's condo buyer, and prices start from 1995. Okay, just 2 more points very quickly. I think this is a very important point called the reputable school. Okay, so I hope you are aware, I hope my agents have shared with you, this is within 1 click to Nanhua. Right, so on top of Nanhua, of course, we have got other various primary school, but Nanhua is the most important, to be honest, within 1 kilometer. You know how much parents will do for their kids to enroll them into good schools. How many of you are parents here? You want to sign up your children to the best school? Okay, so you know they are willing to even go out there and rent and leave it vacant. Okay, this is how much or how extreme Singapore parents are willing to do. So Nanhua is one of them. But just want to re-emphasize, not only primary school, even secondary school, even your tertiary education and also your university are here. So if you can see the extreme right wall there, the different color on top of the orange color there, that is our Jurong Lake district. The yellow color is actually Clementi, blue color is actually the education belt, and below that is actually One North, okay, which is the light purple color. So when you stay in Clementi, from primary school all the way to university, very good for your children. Okay, if you look at the statistics, you see a lot of articles also tell you prices will go up when you invest into good school. So they mention about ACS moving into Tengah, so prices in Tengah also went up, okay, or surrounding Tengah. Okay, and you realize that projects near good primary school also sell out very well, like Faber Residence, okay, which is near CHIJ and also Aitong. How many of you remember 100 Palms EC? Today they break record in the resale market. Okay, over $2,000 per square foot. That's because they are 1 kilometer to roadside. And to begin with, that time when they buy roadside, don't even have MRT. Today have MRT. And also Park Clementi's, okay, did extremely well because it is 1 kilometer to Nanhua. So these are some of the statistics to prove to you that schools are extremely important. Okay, the last point will be efficient and flexible layout that developer always put in to understand the buyer's need, the buying behavior of potential investors. Okay, that is why later I would like to invite you together with my ERA teammates to take a look at our show flat. But I just want to summarize this thing. Some of you probably miss out on this project called Springleaf, okay, which is very near here, okay, which we did 92%. And one of the biggest attribute why it did so well is really because of layout. Today you go to YouTube, every YouTuber, every influencer want to talk to you about floor plan, am I correct? They want to tell you can fit king size bed, queen size bed, the corridor wasted space. I invite you to revisit the brochure that we have, the floor plans, to take a look at every of the layout, whether got window, no window. Okay, so you have one more chance back by popular demand. If you look at this, okay, if you compare Faber Walk, okay, and also Springleaf, you realize Springleaf and Clementi, we actually have got a new facelift for this layout called the dumbbell layout or the butterfly layout. You realize that today, if you buy into Faber Residence, they actually give you a bigger and improved layout. Anybody can see what is the difference between these two layouts? Springleaf versus Clementi. Kitchen, right? When you buy a 3-bedroom, you need to make sure it is enclosable. Despite not enclosing it at Springleaf, they sell out the fastest for Springleaf. But today, on top of that, a new facelift, they enclose it. Okay, this will be one of the most popular, yet bigger, yet more affordable, because they started Springleaf at 1.618 million, smaller. Today you buy 797 square feet at from 1.59 million, which is lower. And let me ask you, Springleaf better location or Clementi better location? Clementi, right? So this is, I believe, majority of the buyers will be going for this unit, right? Starting from 1.59 million, bigger, improved, more affordable, and also better location. But just in case you want to do a comparison, you are very price sensitive, you want to ask Zach, is there other option? Yes. If you cannot wait for this, I checked the whole Singapore for you already. Today you don't buy a Faber Residence, you buy any other project, I am fine. But I want to be very transparent with you. I did the homework for you. Today you choose to walk out. These are some of the options that you can buy in OCR. Okay, so if you can see the color, orange color is something that is priced within 100,000. Red color is something that is above 100,000. Okay, and green color is something that's cheaper than Faber Residence. I did the homework for you, right? So if you realize there's this project called Canberra that has got yellow and green color. In terms of entry price, today is a lot on the quantum that you potentially can buy. So you can see, Okay, my entry price for 2-bedroom is 1.29 million. Theirs is about 1.33 million. More expensive, but within 100k. My 3-bedroom starts from 1.59. Theirs is 1.519. Okay, and of course their 4-bedroom is cheaper, 2.16 million. So I did a summary. Okay, first and foremost, you must understand. Today, you want to buy something below 1.6 million for a 3-bedroom in Singapore, brand new, good developer, you cannot find anything. So you look at this thing, this chart here, Clementi versus Sembawang. Is Clementi better or Sembawang better, guys? Clementi obviously is better, huh? Even though same price, a lot of people, smart investor will go for Clementi. So I just want to share with the similar price point, or in fact lower price point, Clementi actually offers a proven value, stronger demand in the future, and better long-term capital appreciation for what you are going to invest in. Then you will ask me, Zach, okay, I don't want to compare only OCR. I want to ask you, because I stay in Clementi, maybe some of you stay in Clementi, how about District 5? Faber Residence versus the rest of District 5. I also done the homework for you guys. Right? You can take picture if you want, so that you don't have to remember. I done the homework for you. All these are very transparent. You don't buy Faber, never mind, you buy the rest. But you look at this, they are all red color. They are all red color. And to begin with, let me ask you, anybody heard of this project called Alta? Alta has got 1-bedroom at 1.38 million. I ask you, today you enter my 2-bedroom also in Clementi, also in District 5 at 1.29 million. How much can you potentially lose? They selling 1-bedroom at 1.38 million already. Right? How about we do a very apple-to-apple comparison? You look at my 1.29 million for 2-bedroom. To even enter a District 5, minimally you can go is like 1.8 million. The disparity is huge here, guys. For a 2-bedroom to 2-bedroom District 5 comparison. 3-bedroom, my entry price is 1.59 million. Today you want to buy something in District 5. These are the people that will push your project Faber Residence to the next level. Okay? You realize that the lowest probably is Bloomsbury, 2.227 million. Tiara here 2.4 million, but today you can buy my 3-bedroom starting from 1.6 million, to be specific 1.59. Even if your ballot number is not so good, you buy 1.7 million is also okay. Buy 1.8 million also okay, right? Okay, next, of course you got your 4-bedroom and 5-bedroom, which I don't want to talk so much. You all can see, you all can take a photo. The disparity for all unit type is really huge in District 5. Just want to summarize whatever I show you in terms of the price comparison. These are the difference. I punched the calculated for you. The green color are the difference. So what does this mean to you is that developer actually set aside this profit for the buyers. Okay, from 348,000 onwards. Okay, let me be very honest with you. In this business, some developer will set profit for you. Some developer will not. You know, some developer, every time during launch day, every few hours, they will up price. They will try to go for their maximum profit. I want to reassure you, this is the project that developer have a heart for the buyers. They want you to, in a few years time, come back, buy the same project from the same developer again. I mean, different project from the same developer again. So from 2-bedroom, 348,000 to as much as 1 million difference. The green color is your safety net for you to consider buying into Faber Residence. Okay? Then some of you will tell me, Zach, I just come for Penreef. How many of you came from Penreef? Come. How many of you came from Sky One? I also want to be very open with you. Today you can don't buy Faber, you can don't buy Sky, or whatever you buy, I'll be very happy for you. Right? Because you start, or you probably have owned some properties, but you look at the pricing. Let me tell you, the difference of location, okay, will determine your capital appreciation. And not always central location will make more money. If you realize Singapore, who makes the most money? OCR. OCR always makes the most money. Central property, I don't know. You look at this. If the 1 bedroom at Zion Grand, today the price come up straight away, I update my slide, 1.3 million, okay? You can potentially buy a bigger size with a bigger capital appreciation in OCR for my 2 bedrooms, guys. How many of you agree size is important? You heard of this thing called buy as big as you can, right? Especially for condominiums, okay? I don't know. And to be honest, a lot of time is not only about price, it's about ballot number. I believe a lot of you are putting checks everywhere. Okay, I just want to share with you my point of view. And 3 bedroom, 1.59 million. To begin with, the nearest will be Pen with almost 2 million, 1.973. Very good project by Hong Leong. Next will be Zion Grand, 2.2 million. To as high as 2.4 million. It's almost like 800,000 difference. You probably can buy my 4 bedroom. Sky 3 bedroom is my 4 bedroom, which offer you a bigger size for capital appreciation. Guys, we don't buy location to hao lian, we buy the right project to make money. Agree? And to be honest, you look at the 4 and 5 bedroom, I believe many of the people are buying for own stay too, 4 and 5 bedroom. You look at the quantum difference. You look at the 5 bedroom, my 5 bedroom is 3.2 million. You can potentially also consider 4.89 million or Zion Grand 6 million. And historical data tells us that OCR always makes the most money, right? But I also want to encourage you, put check for every project. See your ballot number, then talk to my ERA teammates. Ask them which unit to buy. Because sometimes your ballot number for Sky is good, you buy Sky. Sometimes the ballot number for Faber is good, you buy Faber. Really, today the context of investing in Singapore is also about luck, true? Right? But I want to share with you the difference between size, location. How many of you wants to also increase your chance of getting a unit run? If you all want, I share some of you, okay? This is how you can potentially increase your chance of booking a unit at Faber Residence. Number 1, go and check whether you ever buy as a loyalty purchaser before or not. Second, you are also the VIP purchaser, and also how about buying multiple units? To be honest, there's a lot of people who buy multiple units, one for own stay, one for investment. Let me share a little bit more details about loyalty purchaser. You are only the current and ex-owner of the first tier family members only, right? That means within your family tree first tier, you have got somebody who buy from GuocoLand or Hong Leong before, okay, which this is a bit small. My agent actually have got this list. You can check all these projects. If you buy before, you are entitled to buy under the category loyalty purchaser. Second, VIP purchaser, okay? It must be referred by the developer's senior management. Guys, just let the ERA salesperson know, okay? Get the senior management from Guoco or Hong Leong to mention your name. The sales staff will inform the teammate. Okay, so these are referred by the senior management of the developer. Next, another option to increase your chance of buying is to buy multiple purchase, is to have actually at least 2 units, big or small, never mind. Right, so this is something that you can potentially do. Okay, within the first year family only. That means cannot friend and friend buy 2 units, cannot. It must be within the first tier family members based on all these, right? Loyalty, VIP, and also multiple purchase. You can increase your chance and have priority in booking Faber. Okay, before I end, I just want to share the timeline. The show flat preview has already started. We will end coming Tuesday on the 14th. Check cut-off will be 5 p.m. The following day, we'll do a merging. Make sure that there's no duplicate. Guys, there's no trick to this. No need to submit multiple. Submit one check will do. Because we will screen, we'll do a merging to remove duplicate. 16 on the Wednesday, developer will do a balloting. We will send the link to you. And on the 18th October, which is our launch day, it will be on a Saturday. Okay, my salespeople will send you more information. Okay, with that, I want to wish you all the best. Good luck to all of you. Just want to end with this quote. Nothing is more expensive than the missed opportunity. I have already offered and shown you the disparity in terms of price. And I wish you good luck and get a favorable ballot number and unit at Faber Residence. Thank you very much. Thank you.